All right, ready to add to the plants in your yard, but you just don't know where to start.
Might be a good weekend for it. Good Day's Gurvir Dhindsa gets some advice on basic landscape design.
The calendar says it's spring, although it certainly, Joanne, has not felt like it the last few days. Still, you may want to get out this weekend or next week and start looking at your flower beds, your established plants, and building on them. Easy to do. Melodie McDanal from Pike Nurseries is with us this morning to help us do that. Good morning.
Good morning.
So this is the time to start. What do we need to look at?
Well, you want to look for spots that you have in your landscape where you could fill in and layer. Many times when you move into a house, you've got the foundation plants that were maybe set by the contractor or the previous homeowner, but you can build on that and make it a little bit more interesting.
For example, I know that there are some lovely azaleas here, which are just perfect anchor plants, so to speak.
Correct. Yeah, they're great evergreens, so they're perfect year-round. They bloom and beautiful in the springtime, but you want to add some other color and more interest for the rest of the year.
Okay, so let's talk about how we do that.
Okay. So we've got next to the azaleas some rhododendrons. Now this is going to extend the bloom time because they start a little bit later than the azaleas. So you've got something else to bloom. And then we've got some ground cover. That will give you some evergreen. So we're layering down. Now we have 3 textures down, the bigger plants and down to the ground cover. Next to that, we've got some evergreens that have gold color. So we're introducing a new color that we actually have further down in our landscape in the Nandinas. So what we're doing now is repeating that color. So some of the design tips are layer down. So start with your trees, your bigger evergreen shrubs, down to your ground covers or your spring annuals, and then repeat colors and textures as well.
Now, all of these plants, are these perennials or are these annuals that you will have to replant every year?
The shrubs that we've talked about are all evergreens, so they're going to be there year after year, and through the winter you have the beautiful color on the cryptomerias, or also next to them we have the loropetalums, which have purple foliage. So you have those. You've established plants that year-round give you color and then bloom at different times of the year as well.
And then you can always plant, you know, maybe some annual, some flowers to sort of give a pop of color as well.
Absolutely, and we brought some of those. If you look at the other end of the bed, we're repeating the same colors there too. So we've got the purple loropetalums and the yellow in the Nandina and the cryptomeria, and we brought in Angelonia, which is an upright purple annual, and a Calibrachoa million bells, which is creeping yellow flower. So we've got that color repeating all the way through the bed.
I know with ivy, a lot of times people will say, what is it, creep, leap?
The first year it creeps, the second year it leaps, yes. Yeah.
Now, is that going to be true for these plants as well?
It typically is. Most plants take 1 to 2 years to establish. It depends on the plant itself. Some grow faster than others.
Okay. You don't have to be intimidated. Just look at what you've got, build on what's already there.
Absolutely.
Melodie, thank you so much.
Thanks, Gurvir.
Is that what Joanne meant by getting outside and doing something?